Hello and welcome to my video on unit conversion. So generally speaking, in science we're usually using metric, but sometimes imperial. But whenever we use imperial, it's almost always going from imperial to metric, because we have something called SI units, which I think is System International, but basically it's the international system of measurements, weights and measures. So basically there are certain measurements that we use as our standard for science across the planet. And so one of those is we use meters, right? And so you'll be given things like centimeters, right? Or kilometers, right? But you have to transfer it into meters. Well, let's do that right now. If I travel 16.9 kilometers every day, that's about my travel distance from home to work and back. Convert that to SI units for distance. Okay, so SI units for distance, that's meters. Okay, so what we got to do is I like to use the fraction method. I want to know meters at the end. This is one method you can do this with. There's another method that I'll show you in a bit with the second example. But I like to use the fraction method if it's a simple one. So we want to know meters. Okay, so that means we have to start with meters on top, on both sides. So we can have kilometers on the bottom on both sides. And so we start with 16.9 kilometers on the left. That's what we started with. And what is the conversion? Well, the conversion is 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Okay, so this is my setup when I'm talking about the fraction method. So now I'm going to take the 16.9, move it to the other side. This is called opposite operators. So right now it's dividing by 16.9. So now we're going to multiply by 16.9 times 1,000 over 1. So if we do that, we get 16,900 meters. So that's roughly speaking my distance. Now keep in mind that you should be using scientific notation as well as sig digs. And so if we started with 16.9, that means we have 3 sig digs. So we should actually have 1.69 times 10 to the 4 meters. This is the actual better, and this is the full correct answer. Okay, fantastic. Let's try a different method of unit conversion. This is the more like science way of doing this. All science teachers pretty much love this because it makes it easier to convert if there's a whole bunch of things that you're converting all at once. You can do it all in one step. But let's just go ahead and do this right now. So we want to know kilograms at the end. So let's just look at units, right? So we have 3 numbers, okay? And this is a ratio right here, right? This is a ratio. So let's put it as 1 kilogram over 2.20462 pounds. Okay, that's what we want to start with because we want to end with kilograms. It has to start on top. Then you multiply by some sort of fraction, and we need a fraction that is able to cancel out the current units that we have of pounds down here. So we need to have pounds on top. So right now we have 155 pounds on top, and so if we multiply like this, the pounds cancels with the pounds, and so we're left with just the kilograms. And that is why a lot of science teachers love this. So we're going to be left with kilograms. So if we do that, then we have 155 divided by 2.20462. And so we can plug that into our calculator now. 155 divided by 2.20462. And so we get 70.3069. So now this is what we have, but again we want to have sig digs, so this should be 70.3 kilograms. because we started with 3 sig digs here. All right, I hope this video helps you understand unit conversion a little bit better. There's 2 different methods. One, you're looking at the units, and you try to do something called, we call this one unit cancellation. And the other one is what I call the fraction method. And I call this one the fraction method. Either way is great. Unit cancellation will be more useful if there's a lot of units to work with, but it's totally up to you. Thank you for watching, and good luck with unit conversion.